All right, I'm back. It cut off completely. It lost the stream, I think, because it was disconnected so long. I'm going to come back here. I'm still going to probably restart, but it's 60-18. Just to get you caught up at halftime, been all Wildcats. Just able to put pressure on at all areas. I'm going to try to check and see if I'm able to get the feed back up at least. I don't. Again, let me see if we're back on here. Yep, we are back up on the air. Uh, Again, apologize for that. I'm not sure why. Don't believe the internet's the cause. I've had the occasional on that software doing that, and I've closed it out. I've cleaned it out, restarted it, and I don't think we had any problems on the game Monday night, thank goodness. But it has been a problem here in the last few minutes. I think we're back up, so I'm going to try to at least catch you up here. Uh, I don't. I had to I didn't restart the computer, but had to restart the software. So at this point, I think I'll just keep it on. If it does it, the last time I think it went off so long that it ended the stream is why it lost the entire feed. But we are back on there. So I'm going to try to talk through. We're at halftime, 60-18. 60-18 is the Wildcats showing why again. Right now, the top-ranked team by the Coaches Poll in the D1 playoffs. Again, 1 and 2, Gordon and Jayton are both in D2 and playing tonight. The scoring at this point, I did miss the one basket on the putback for sure. I gave it to Stone, but again, not quite sure on that. So we got 12 points in that first quarter, only 6, and they're just getting worn down too. And when that second string, there is a difference. When they brought in their second unit, difference compared to that first unit, but it's not a huge drop off there. They come in and they're still big. They play that kind of defense, tough defense, and so there's no rest for the weary. And again, this Brooklyn team. So the scoring first, you see I got Jose Carbajal with 1. See if that matches up here. I got 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And then 12, and then the 6, yes. So I have Hernandez with 9 to lead the way. And David Carr with 2, Yulee with 2, Stone with 2, and that's the one that we put back. There were a couple of players I'm not 100% sure, and then Jose has 1. Just give you the idea of the scoring for Brooklyn. I got 4 points out of Johnson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of Seamus. 4 out of Martindale. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of Smith. 5, 6, 7 out of Hildebrand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of Ross and Beatty. He has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 3 in double figures already. 3, 6, 7 players have scored, at least at 4. They're just able to put pressure. Again, I've already seen they've had at least 4 dunks, 2 or 3 alley-oops, and then one that was just up ahead, and it was a dribble up, two-handed dunk. And so, again, this is, not something you normally see at a lot of levels of high school basketball. And at 1A, smaller schools, I mean, it is just going to be less likely. I have not been around the 1A scene a whole lot, but again, called years and years of which there was a lot of 4A, 5, and played a lot of 5A teams along the way. I don't know that I ever called it that I saw 3 different players dunk in a half or in a game. Definitely there were some that dunked and saw a few alley oops along the way, but I not any better than the ones that were here tonight. They were clean, well above the rim and down. It is amazing, and so the Hornets, they're fighting hard. Scoring 18 points, and they've had some other opportunities, but again, they're just working so hard to try to stay ahead. Getting the ball down the court, taking care of it because that pressure's there the whole time. And I'm not going to lie. Um, the Hornets have had a great season. It's going to come in here tonight. I'm going to keep calling the game, and we're going to talk about all the positives. And I know they'll work hard. But this Brooklyn team, we'll keep following, and they definitely could have something to say about who the state champion is in 1A D1. So, and that's something that from my standpoint, I hope they make it. I hope they do. That just tells you played that level of team, and they do have an immense amount of talent. It is hard to kind of put in words that a team, with this much talent at the 1A level, even more so. I mean, it is. And so at halftime, it's 60-18. I'm going to go ahead. It stayed on, and I can still hear that I'm on the iPad, so I'm going to go ahead and try to leave it here. We've got a few viewers back up. I appreciate that. The girls want to mention here before the second half starts. As I said, other things are already going on. Got UIL Academics success already, too, and more coming up. But David Carr, and again, so many of these, they just do so many different things and are part of it. In just the last couple of days, David Carr, because there was a golf tournament, and he's, you're doing multiple things. Had a weightlifting tournament, powerlifting last week. David Carr won the Rochelle golf tournament. And then Josue Lopez was the consolation tennis winner at Gatesville. So, again, so many things going on. It will be Brooklyn's basketball to start the third quarter. In the lane, pass underneath, and then almost thrown away but saved. Straightaway three, it's no good. Rebound, Yulee can't come up with it. Again, the size advantage is there. Cross-court pass into the corner. Beatty another three. That one no good. He hit those two long-range ones. He's missed a couple since, but they get an offensive rebound. That one in the lane, blocked by Torres. Trying to get it ahead to Manny, but couldn't do it in a steal. At this point, I understand trying to make some of those passes, but again, you're just too hard to get around them. Three on the way is good for DeAnthony Johnson, his first three. And I think the first one he's taken in nothing but the bottom of the net. He just stepped into a three. Again, they've got shooters. They've got athletes all around on the floor. And they lead 63-18. Three blocked, but Manny gets the offensive rebound. Put back in good. Manny, his first basket. He had that huge game Monday, 14 points. The other way, Beatty off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, stolen by Torres to Yulee. Yulee has it, gets help to Torres. Again, the seniors on this team, Manny Prado, Stone Carr Jones, Jeremiah Torres, and Roy Carr. Torres has it. 6:33 to go. Third quarter, 63-20. Brooklyn. Yulee baseline Torres goes up and under, but it's blocked again, the size. But Torres comes out of there with it. Straightaway three, it was partially blocked. Rebound comes down to the Wildcats. In the lane, and then we're going to have a foul on Manny as Landon Smith tried to make him move in the lane. Certainly want to make sure I say this a few times. So appreciative. Coach Martin, Coach Wadley, Coach Reyes, all the help throughout the season and to get these broadcasts in. I'm very proud to get to call the games my first year. Three on the way. Beatty, no good. Rebound to David Carr. It's been a lot of fun, and it will come to an end here tonight. 63-20, 5:36 to go. It doesn't take away. Yulee into the front court, down low to Manny. Manny waits. He goes up. It's blocked, and he made a good move, but they just got good defensive. The footwork is good. Ross with the steal. Three the other way, no good, but an offensive rebound. Gets back to Beatty. One of only two is seniors. And ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. The Wildcats, they're going to move on to face Moulton Canepa in the next round. That's the regional semifinal already. I moved that quick. Three on the way, Beatty. That one was short, but Offensive rebound, long rebound underneath, batted up in the air, comes down to Johnson. He kicks it out, 3 on the way. It's no good by Smith. Rebound to Yulee. And I do think, I very much believe that what this team got in even the playoff experience, the by-district win, Coach Martin talked about it being his first download of Manny on the floor, stolen. But it will definitely, then stolen the other way. Good hands by Yulee and Manny to knock it away. Gets it to David Carr. He'll get it to Torres. They're slowing it down here. 4:19 to go, third quarter here from Centerville. The area playoff. Carr to Roy Carr in the corner. David to Roy to Torres in the lane. Runner off the glass. No good. Rebound. Yulee comes up with an offensive board underneath to Roy. And a little contact, but block 2, and it's going the other way. In the lane, pass underneath, and Roy knocks it out of bounds. Good block there as Seamus went up for the basket, and Roy knocks it away from him. Got Jose Carbajal, Chris Hernandez, Stone Car Jones, Jaden Garcia, and Jeremiah Cruz checking in for the Hornets. And I will at the end of this game. It's disappointing. It's going to be a disappointing loss, but not 3 quickly on the way on the inbound. No good by DQ Richards. Rebound comes down to the Hornets. Carball has it and then loses it on the floor. Steal underneath. They get it off the glass. Got subs in here. I'm not sure. A little hard for me to see. I think that is Martindale. Makes it 65-20. But I'm very proud of the season they had. And again, that ball down low and that pass just a little slow, and it's a steal going the other way. Martindale with the basket. He goes into, no, he has 8. 67-20, 2:48 to go. Again, that pass didn't look that bad, but just a little slower. And again, at all levels. And then cross-court pass, that's stolen. Can't get it over the long arms. And the other way, and that time it's Smith who gets the easy basket. Hornets gotta take care of basketball a little better than that. Gotta understand. And I realize now they, again, a little bit of that hanging the head. I understand why, but cross-court pass that time, then down low to Garcia. But you want to keep at it. Got still a lot of time left in the game. Hernandez, they do find Chris for his third 3. 9, 10, 11, 12 points for Chris. Makes it 69-23. And obviously and he will be that 3 Beatty. Hadn't hit one in a while, but nothing but the bottom of the net on that one. And that makes him up to 13, 72-23. But Hernandez will definitely be, I don't know how they do it. Stone Car Jones, good look at the 3. Didn't go. Good hustle by Cruz. Back to Hernandez. Up off the glass and good. Cruz started that. Hernandez finished it. And again, Chris will be, that shot misses everything, but then it's thrown in but saved to the Hornets. Carl bringing in the front court. The newcomer of the year like Amy Padron got, but I don't know if that excludes you. Foul on Brooklyn. 1:08 to go, third quarter, 72-25 Wildcats. So I don't know if you get that and you don't, not first team or whatever, but he will be up for definitely some awards, as will some other players, obviously, for this Hornet team. And by-district champion Hornet team, and that will always stay with them. Corner, Hernandez, now the 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Hildebrand. Cross-court pass, Hernandez almost with the steal. He does get it to Carbajal. Jose in the lane, and it's off the glass, no good, but Stone Carjone gets an offensive rebound. Resets the offense, 27 seconds to go. Hernandez, 72-25, Brooklyn. Hernandez, 3 on the way. It's good. And he has the outside shot. And he also can create on his own, as we've seen. Now that is 9, 6, 17 for Hernandez. 72-28. Martindale with the dribble, 3 seconds. Martindale kicks it off. Smith, that shot was Richards, DQ Richards hits a three. His first make is a three at the buzzer. It's real quick. We're going to keep it here. Going to the fourth quarter, 75-28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe that's 8 threes. So you combine everything else, the defense they're able to play, the pressure, the dunks, and then they have 8 threes on top of it. This is a complete team, and that's why they're up 75-28. And you just got to give them credit for this is an outstanding team. So going to the fourth quarter, it is 75-28. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Only gave up 15 in that quarter. Not a bad defensive quarter. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And scored 10. Pretty good quarter for the Hornets. They get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Hernandez, Yulee, Jaden Garcia, David Carr, and Cruz. Ball all underneath, and it goes out of bounds, but knocked out of bounds by Brooklyn. They'll stay with the Hornets. Just starting the fourth quarter, 75-28 Brooklyn. Yulee to inbound. Gets it to Hernandez. He goes up, partially blocked. Gets the offensive putback and rolls it in. 19 points now for Chris. Makes it 75-30. At the basket, that shot high off the glass by Martindale. He goes to double figures with 10 now. 77-30, 7 minutes to go in the game. Hernandez kicks it to Carr, to Jaden Garcia on the baseline. That short jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. And knocked out of bounds by Yulee, but it'll stay with the Wildcats. So the Hornets, again, by-district champions after that win. A exciting win, 59-57 over Aquila on Monday. Into the corner. Richards has it in the lane. That runner rolls off no good. Rebound to Yulee. Yulee is bumped. It'll be a foul against Richards. Richards, he might be the tallest player on the team. I'm seeing the listing here. But he's just a sophomore. They have players on their sheet listed 3, 6, 7 of them above 6 foot. 6'2", 6'2", 6 foot. 6'4", 6'5", 6'3", and 6'3". 6'5" is the senior Beatty. 3 on the way by the Hornets and knocked down. I think that was Hernandez again on the outside there. I was looking at the sheet, but it was a 3 and a steal. Makes it 77-33. Hernandez into the front court. 77-33 Wildcats. Yulee shoots the 3. It's over the rim. No good. Rebound to Richards going ahead. Hernandez almost with the steal. Good activity. Like the Hornets are still flying around trying to get the steals and, again, make something happen just on that play. Get a point, get a basket. Good hustle steal by Carr. Up ahead to Hernandez. Up, and he gets it to go. Nice job by David Carr to get the steal. Ball knocked around in the backcourt. 77-35, 5 minutes to go in the game. Steal by Cruz, also a freshman who's gotten some valuable playing time in the lane. Kicks it out, Hernandez. Now he settles down, lost the dribble, gets it to Cruz. Jeremiah, back to Hernandez, open for another 3. Oh, off the rim and then off the top of the backboard. It'll go the other way. 4:44 to go in the game, 77-35. Brooklyn, the number 3 team in the coaches poll in Texas in 1A, and showing every bit why. Again, they are the 1 and 2 are both in Division II. Gordon and Jayton playing each other tonight in the second round. 3 on the way, no good by Woods. Rebound to the Hornets. Chris will drive it to the front court at the 3-point line. Has Cruz in the corner, open for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down. But then a bad pass steal by Hernandez. after the rebound by Brooklyn. Long three on the way. I think we had a timeout before. Hernandez three. It didn't go, so we got a timeout. We're keeping it here. Want to again make sure I have thanks to Lometa ISD. This will be our final broadcast of the year, but getting to do football and basketball, was a lot of fun for me, and the opportunity to get to do it and to bring you the games. It was just joy, and there were ups and downs, and saw those throughout the season. But that win on Monday night, I think, just such a huge thing for these kids. And pass goes out of bounds, turnover against the Hornets. 3:40 to go in the game, 77-35, Brooklyn. But it always meant a lot to me. On the basketball side, I really enjoyed getting to also be able to then bring girls athletics to you as well. Three on the way, no good. Offensive rebound. Martindale shot blocked. Manny Prado with the rebound for the Hornets. Going the other way to Carr Jones, to Torres. Torres thought about the three. Now he gets it to Roy Carr. Halfway down. Couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Manny needs some help. Ball knocked away and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hornets. 3 minutes to go in the game, 77-35. But I want to thank Lometa ISD, Mr. Moore, Mr. Frazier, Mrs. Edmondson, spelled different than mine, but all the support. On the inbound, Torres has it and going to travel. Thought about going up for the shot, then didn't. Kind of shuffled step, turnover against Lometa. 2:35 to go in the game, 77-35 here from Centerville as the season winds down for the Hornets, but a successful one as they will end as by-district champions. In the lane, that shot was good by Martindale. 79-35. Hornets trail. 2:13 to go. Torres, pass down low, goes out of bounds. Turnover against Lometa. Certainly want to give a big shout out to the seniors, Manny Prado, Stone Carr Jones, Jeremiah Torres, and Roy Carr. Shot on the way, three no good, and it's going to be Lometa basketball. That missed by Travis Woods. 79-35, Hornets trail, and they have the basketball. Torres, three on the way. It's good. Jeremiah, really those threes in the second half of the season really came up big in some of the push to the playoffs and that by-district win. He has 5 points, three. The other way is no good. Offensive rebound. It's 79-38. Ball on the floor. Torres with the steal. Both diving for it. You got to like that. Both teams, even at this point, diving on the floor to try to get it. Ended up being a foul on Torres, but both hustling. Minute 7 to go in the game, 79-38. Under a minute to go now. Martindale with the dribble. Straightaway three. No good. Missed the rim. Comes down to Jose Carbajal. Up ahead to Carr Jones. Stone to Carbajal. To Torres. Torres in the lane. Ball knocked away from behind. Stolen. McAdams comes up with it. 35 seconds to go. 79-38. Wildcats. Corner three, Woods. It's good. That's another player they add to the list. That's his first basket, who's made a three. 82-38. Manny. Torres, long three on the way off the rim. No good. And it goes out of bounds. Be Wildcat basketball. And we'll go under 10 seconds to go. They'll dribble out. 2 seconds, and that's the final buzzer. They didn't have the buzzer on. There it is, 82-38. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of high in the stands here. I'm going to talk a little bit, and if Coach Martin can come up here, definitely would love to talk to him, but we'll see. I don't know if he'll be able to get up here easily, so I'm gonna sit here for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take a break here so I can just double-check the scoring that I have. Our final score, the Hornets season comes to an end here in the area round. The end is by district champions. but lose to a very, very good Brooklyn Wildcat team, 82-38 here from Centerville. Again, I'll come back after this break and give you some final stats, and also we don't get a chance to talk to Coach Martin some final goodbyes for the season. So appreciative of all y'all done for me this year. And our final score, 82-38, Hornets fall to the Brooklyn Wildcats on LTX Sports YouTube channel.
Right now, our world feels divided. But out here, we have so much in common. We fish the same waters, roam the same fields, raise families under the same open sky. Out here, there's no left or right. We all share a love of wildlife and wild places. But now, the animals we love and the lands we treasure are threatened, gone, unless we defend them. This isn't about right or wrong. It's about standing together, because up to 1 million species face extinction unless we unite and act to save them. We are their last line of defense. We are defenders of wildlife. Join us as we band together to protect our wildlife and wild places. Because in our love for what we share, we are closer than you think. Be a wildlife defender. Learn more at defenders.org.
Mark Edmondson back with you live. Again, I do know one or two of these off with the issues I was kind of looking at. I did miss. I apologize for that. I could go back and then correct it, but I don't. I'm not able to do that right now, so I might have a couple of points to the wrong one. And I'm sorry for that. But the scoring as I have it, Manny Prado had 2, Jose Carbajal 1, 2 for Stone Car Jones. Torres had 5, 2 for Prado. David Carr had 2, and then Hernandez led the way with 24. I do think one of his baskets might have gone to someone else, but again, a big night for him. A great way to, again, showing that scoring ability for the freshman, and he got a bright future. As again, the 4 seniors, very important. They're going to be missed, but this team also has a mix of a couple of freshmen, some sophomores, juniors, and so, again, I think a lot to build on, and I sincerely mean that. Wanted to check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 4 players score in double digits. They had, see how many, 1 did Brooklyn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different players hit threes. So they just able to do a lot of different things. So, but again, I'm going to go ahead and start to wrap it up here. If Coach Martin can get up here, that'd be great. But I know this is really a kind of a difficult situation here from where we are. So do appreciate he came and talked all season long, as Coach Reyes did. Always great insight. Again, congratulations to both the coaches for getting the teams to the playoffs. Coach Martin, his first playoff win. And let's see some of his family here as well, and they've been great listeners as well. So I'm thinking probably not listening right. I think they're here, but try to give them a shout out a couple times this season. But to me, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this is, for parents and grandparents and of the coaches too, but of the players, and not able to come or go back and listen to it. So it's meant a lot to me. I will one more time say the Lady Hornets All-District, Amy Padron, was Newcomer of the Year. Elena Falstish, first team with Phoenix Jones. Also, Mackenzie Andrade and Madeline Griffith, the second team, and Abby Tower, honorable mention. Definitely these boys will have some players in that as well. That won't be announced until Zephyr is still in the playoffs. I was going to say I don't know when they played or have tonight, but they are the 1 seed, and I believe they're playing Wells this round, so probably tonight, but I have not heard different. But again, Zephyr would have to be eliminated from the playoffs. So do you think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up from here from Centerville, Texas? Again, thank you to so many as you come into a new place, and it has meant so much to me. And I really do love the feel of the community and of Lometa ISD. It just fits. I came from a very small school, but I've got to know so many of these players, some in class. And I look down and I see the hugs going on, congratulate on a great season, and I see the cars. But Roy Carr, I could sit, and I'm not going to go through every one of them, and maybe I should, but for the time. But like Roy, a senior who just always with a smile on his face and very intense on the court. We talked about that in the season, but he's just somebody you just root for, and so again, so many of them, and the seniors, again, I'll say them one more time, is again, they bring so much as their high school basketball career ends. Manny Prado, Stone Card Jones, Jeremiah Torres, and Roy Carr. I also wanted to mention Carson Brister, who was hurt at the end of the football season, a sophomore, not a senior, but couldn't play because of the injury, but was a manager and stayed with the team and went. So, you just see that, the cheerleaders again here tonight, and I think they're about to have more tryouts, and so for next year, and it's just such a great feel to be a part of this community, and I'm so happy so many people that have taken the time to appreciate the broadcast. I've never felt like I'm a high school broadcaster. I don't think I'm great. I think I do a credible job. I try to. It matters to me. I don't want it to be something that somebody couldn't sit down and listen to, and they want to know the score and the time, and I focus on that. But I have to fill time, and sometimes I ramble. But at the same time, I do it with a real passion that I'm proud to get to call the games of these kids, and I want to put them in the best light. And I'm certainly proud of the job they did this year, the girls and the boys here, to go and get the bi-district championship and face the top team. And Coach Martin is coming here, so I'll talk to him in the wrap. I appreciate that. I was talking a little. I was about to go because I knew you had a lot to do, but thank you so much. I won't try to keep you too long, but I'm so glad to get a chance to.
Yeah, I figured I might as well. It's the last game. Might as well talk to him.
Coach, I was just saying. I mean, I feel very fortunate to get to call the games. I was proud of the girls making the playoffs and all the hard work they did. But for y'all kind of had that part of district or that loss to Brooksmith. You could have turned the other way, and then a bad half against Mullen, and then you have a huge half. You take care of business and just one of the best games this year that I saw. Y'all play against Aquila in a must-win and become bi-district champions. Today you just faced a buzzsaw. This team is not
this
done.
team is picked out to win state this year for our division, so I'm hoping that they go and win it all so that we can just say we caught them early.
I said the same thing too, and they definitely. I don't remember seeing that many alley-oop dunks in the game at any level that I'd. Anyway, so let's talk about your team. Got to be proud of this great season. I'd mentioned your first playoff win on Monday night, but this team hadn't won one in 4 years. I think I read, and so to do that, to be a part of it, and it's something you're building for, too. You can see that lost some seniors that are important to the team, but a young team that really grew and has a lot of talent to move forward.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of promise in the future, especially with those sophomores and freshmen. I'm very excited about, I'm bummed about how this season ended. I can't be too upset, obviously, because we did win by district, and Brooklyn is absolutely a buzzsaw, and that was just a poor matchup to finish out your season with. But overall, I'm proud of the guys. I'm proud of the seniors, how they finished, and I'm excited for our underclassmen coming into the future. They definitely have a lot of promise.
I don't want to keep you long, but I want you to at least reflect on the season. I understand that, but this goes back, we said, so long, so many practices. People don't understand the sacrifices that you make, but families make, and parents of kids, and all the travel, and it's an amazing thing you have to go through. So I'd just like you to finish on, how you feel about, what the community, what the team, all that comes together, because it is very special to me, and I know it is to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, the hours are definitely worth it whenever we get results like this week. And, I mean, getting a gold ball, the fact that we were having such a hard time and we had such terrible moments throughout the season, but yet we were able to turn it around and still finish so highly. And there, I got an email from Brooklyn earlier this week, and they were talking about setting up the game for Friday, and they were all like, "Well, it's gonna be up to Aquila on this part. It's gonna be up to Aquila on that." And it's like, "Nah, it's up to Lometa." So that was a fun little.
It's a good feeling.
That was a good feeling to have, being like we weren't picked to be in this position, and the fact that we still made it here was a big deal and a major win for us.
And it is something that I just really, truly believe will give them confidence moving forward for those younger ones. It just matters so much. I've got to wrap it up with this, that I got to say thank you for all the help you gave. I would send you emails about stuff and to help, and you never wavered. You were, and it meant a lot. I say this, I don't try to overemphasize what a broadcast does. It is what it is, but it does matter to me, and I always try to do a good job because I want to present the kids in the best light, and you help do that. So I sincerely appreciate that. I'm going to shake your hand because I mean that. It was a fun season, and it's always that you lose, but only one team in the end, wins with the win, and the truth is that's just the way it is. And so you have to look at other things. This was such a successful season, I think, for your team, and so proud to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be safe. I got that from you. All right, thanks, Coach Martin. I know it is a tough time to get to have to talk, and he's always been there, and that's greatly appreciated. We're going to wrap it up here. Our season ends, and I said it sounds like I'm just pandering if I keep going on, but I am very grateful for everybody who was a part of it and helped make it happen. Our final score, the Hornets do end as by-district champions, but their season ends at the area round against a very, very good Brooklyn Wildcats team, 82-38. Brooklyn defeats the Hornets on LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you, and good night.
You have been listening to Lometa High School Sports on the LTX Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us, and good night.